He's going to be pretty quick. The start this week. Take 10 points on your points cards. And is anybody spending points tonight?
I'm gonna take I forgot about the skill tree, so I'm just gonna take a second and probably put my points into the skill tree today. So I think I have a thing for that.
Looks like you have 50 points right now for like your points.
Yeah,
card
I'm
points.
just. It's 100 points for another skill, right?
Yeah, for another skill point.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna keep my points today, but I have a point from last session that I need to put in my skill tree. So I'm gonna do that.
Excellent. Yeah, that you can do anytime. Yeah. Anybody else? Anyone spending points today?
If Brunk dies because he's been killed by a shadow monster, he's got to arise a shadow knight.
That would be crazy. That would be pretty wild. It's not what I have planned, but that would be pretty wild. I hope that Brunk doesn't die tonight. I hope he lives. I hope he lives to fight another day. When we last left our heroes, fucking Rotcroft was being like the session started off with Rotcroft about to be invaded by shadows, and you had like a chance to kind of do a quick surprise round and kind of get everybody in place and start getting the weaker villagers to safety. But like immediately broke into combat as one of these larger shadow monsters and a couple of the shadow jackals rushed in and started attacking. You just barely managed to fend off the first one, the first shadow stalker. As you're kind of being crowded right now, we've got Brunk down. There's some fortifications up and around. Ketterman Barley, who is your like higher level cleric, and Goblin Expert are not doing great against these shadow guys. They're surrounded right now. Obmi is there helping out. They all have magic weapons, which is helping them do damage, but they're not doing damage nearly as fast as these things are doing damage to them. And as we start round 3, more of the jackals had rushed in, and behind them are 2 more of these shadow stalkers that lurch in and are breathing this like disgusting ichor from their mouths. Nerissa, at the top of the order, it is you.
Quick question. Can I talk to Nerissa?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's just like out over the on table game plan. Can you get me? Or because we need to go save Brunk, and you have more movement than I do.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I was just thinking, like, can I maybe swoop over to Brunk? And like, do any of us have healing potions we could like
I
pour
think I
down his
have.
throat?
Let me just double check my inventory. I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I have a potion of healing that we can use.
Okay. I also have cure wounds.
You could do that. You could also, can we grab one of our little healer friends that are by the well there? Because they go right after, Finn goes right after me. But I don't know if you have enough movement to grab Finn from the well and get to Brunk, so then maybe he can do something.
Maybe.
Right.
A quick question. Am I recalling correctly that last time I had enacted something that gave me extra super duper speed?
Yes.
Is that still
Yeah, it's active. It's active for a minute. You used a trinket to do that, the Swiftfoot charm.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, you used the Swiftfoot charm
Yeah.
to
And so that is still active.
yeah. Yeah, you're
It hasn't been a minute in game
you're
yet.
You're moving 120 feet in 6 seconds.
Okay. Now, if I am moving 120 feet in 6 seconds, if I just swoop down and like scoop up Brunk or whoever I can,
You'll still get an attack of opportunity on you.
they'll
from
still
each,
get the attack of opportunity even
from
though I'm
each
so
one,
fast.
From each one that you're in range of, even though you're so fast.
Fuck. But I'm so fast. I
If-
feel like they would have to like roll like a dexterity
But-
or something.
I mean,
Does it make any difference if they're
For
like,
argument's sake, if she were to
engaged
come
in-
along from the other side and grab him, technically
Yeah,
she
like if
doesn't
I were to come on out
touch
from the
their
outside.
square to get the opportunity attack. But
Yeah, like I could
Yeah.
grab you right here.
realistically, with the
On this
speed of
side.
120, you could bonus action disengage, which means you wouldn't be able to use the bonus action to dash, but you would be able to use disengage and not get attacks of opportunity when you move, but then you're just limited to 120 feet. Plus another
Even
dash
if
if you
she's-
use your action.
Even if they come like from that section, they're still going to get an opportunity attack if they come down, like not near them.
To pick Brunk up, she needs to be in his square.
Gotcha. Okay, that's the problem. What if they're engaged in combat with me? Like if Nerissa holds her turn till after I get there, engage them in combat, and then she could ready in action and grab them? I don't know if that helps.
Is that something we can do?
That would depend if they use their attack of opportunity or not beforehand. Because the issue isn't the proximity. Like the issue is the proximity when she gets close to grab him, because she has to be in Brunk's square to pick him up. And the moment she moves there and then goes to move away, she gives them the attack of opportunity. Even if they're engaged.
Unless I disengage, because I am a rogue,
Yeah.
so I can bonus action disengage. Hold on, let me do some math here. So to Brunk Square, that is 40 feet.
It's 60 total. If you're gonna go pick up Ketterman Barley.
Yeah, and then if I just zoop right the fuck back, what is 120 minus 60? That's just 60. I'm so smart, you guys.
Yeah, so you could get back by the well.
Back up to like the well, yeah.
And then you've got the little healer dudes who could come over there and
Oh, no, important question though. Would I have to bonus action disengage away from all of them?
No.
no,
no,
these
no.
guys too.
How disengage works is you can take your movement, and taking your movement doesn't enact an attack of opportunity. So if you're taking your move, like your 120 feet of movement, you don't have to disengage multiple times. You just have to disengage once to not be able to be able to move swiftly enough to not take attacks of opportunity.
All right, so what I'm gonna do then is I would like to zoop down, scoop up, like I want to disengage so that they don't get an attack of opportunity. Scoop up Brunk, which is 40 feet, and then zoop over to Ketterman Barley, which is another 20 feet. Scoop him up as well, but it'll be easier because he can jump into my tank. And then zoop up to the well for the rest of my distance with both of them in my tank.
Yeah, that's sound logic.
Yeah.
Do it.
Wait, hold on. That is 60 feet. Yeah, so if it was 60 feet, we would have gotten back up to like
Back up to
the
there.
the square above where Brunk is.
Yeah. I want to get him as close as we can so then that guy can go and heal him.
Yeah, because if I'm using all of my everything to get them down and back without getting attacked, then I won't be able to heal him with my cure wounds.
So you, in your tank, like, gallop. But like for you, it's a gallop. You're inside and you're experiencing within this stream of speed. But to everybody else, like, you're just a blur. That like you move and you watch as like Brunk disappears in the blur, and then Ketterman Barley disappears in the blur, and like again for you, Ellie, you are seeing or Nerissa, you're seeing like you scoop up. Hold on, I can hear myself through your. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You. What the hell? That is so many dice. You're just rolling stats for a new character. Your character is not dead yet.
We can't hear you.
That's why I put it on private GM roll. So it was like, shh.
Oh.
Flash, no one's going to die. I will save you.
I got some really good stats. Not really good stats though. It's not really good. That one is really bad.
Anyway.
I will also say it was not private. I think there was something last time messing up with the private rolls too.
Really?
But
yeah.
I
I
saw
had
the
it set on
dice,
private
too.
GM roll, so I'm surprised.
I saw it.
Did you see the results or just the dice roll? Was it just the dice showing up on screen?
I can see them in the chat, but I don't know if anybody else can see the results in the chat. I'm gonna finish narrating the scene though. So you pick them up in a blur and kind of like, for you pick up Brunk, like, and his body's kind of like waving. You pick up Ketterman Barley, and like the air going into his mouth is like blowing his cheeks wide. You finally like skid to a halt right beside them, and almost like the wind that like comes from you stopping like almost knocks over these guys in front of you. And yeah, you easily managed to grab these guys and move just like a little further back from where you were. Are you doing anything else?
Is there anything else I can do?
You still have your action, I guess, technically.
Do I?
Yeah.
Well, you only use your bonus action
Oh.
in your movement, so if there's
Oh
anything you
shit!
can do
Well,
with your
in that case,
action-
can I not just cast Cure Wounds on Brunk?
Yeah.
I thought I used everything, so I wasn't be able to cure him. Cast Cure Wounds on Brunk.
Brunk, you gain 8 life.
And now you're like way away from where you were.
Brunk. You wake up in Nerissa's pool.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you're okay. It is good to see your eyes open, buddy. I got you over here now. But there's a lot of these guys that how much do you remember from before you went out?
Um. Hmm. There were like 3 of them, and they pretty much pulled my intestines out, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
It's hard to say. Apparently they're not out anymore. Apparently they're my entrails are back in
yeah, they're in trails now. Yeah.
and not extrails. Or not out trails.
Yeah. High five.
And I like raised the sword that I was still clenching. High five.
High five. Okay. Okay, so just to debrief, things have gotten bad. There's lots of shadow guys out there. We need you, but I scooped you up and took you away from immediate vicinity of stuff so we could heal you. But yeah, that's what's going on. Welcome back.
I love the idea of Nerissa just running around with her tank as like a little ambulance. Just like
Yeah.
scooping. It's got like a little siren on it.
Amazing. Yeah, my next downtime, I'm gonna add a siren to my tank.
Jesus.
We need an ambulance mode.
Yeah.
Anything else?
All right, I think that's everything.
But
I
the siren
can do,
has to look like a
so-
sea siren.
Yeah.
Huh?
Because it's got to be thematically appropriate.
Perfect. I love that. It really has to be. All right. I think that's everything I can do, so I'm going to end my turn.
Fletcher Huck.
Oh hi. I'm gonna move. I think this is 25 feet here. And I'm gonna hit this guy with my axe.
Okay.
Uh, why does this never want to work? It always makes me use my ability when I just want to use the axe as a weapon. How do I make that not happen?
You can just uncheck consumability and click usability anyway, and it'll still.
Okay.
It should give you your attack roll in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you.
24 definitely hits.
Okay, I'm gonna roll damage first.
$12?
Is he dead?
No.
Hit him again. Use my second attack. $17.
That
hit.
the hits, yeah. Ooh, that's much better. 17 damage. He's still not dead.
Is he dead?
No.
Oh my god. Okay. He's so close to death. I have no other way to kill this man. If I build a battlement around me and it erupts on the square where this guy is, will he take damage from a stone castle erupting from the ground? Just a thought.
Yeah, what the hell, why not?
Yeah. Okay, so then I'll bonus action use the second. I'll use finish one of my full charms, and bonus action build a battlement where I'm standing to kill this man.
Yeah, it's cool shit.
I'm trying to like basically, just so everyone knows, I feel these guys have pack tactics, and if there's gonna be more, I'm trying to build things that like will hopefully try to funnel them so that they come more individually and or get into more of a like space so that we have like word of radiance and things that are like area of effect will hopefully cluster them more together.
So here's the deal. I need you to roll a d6 for the bludgeoning damage that your wall does.
Yeah.
To kill this thing, you need to roll a 4 or higher.
Okay, what if I say that I make it look really pointy?
Oh, yeah, like can this thing be like impaled like on a spike like Vlad the Impaler style and then used as an intimidation against the other ones?
Well, hold on. I just took a thing. Okay, so I took a Punisher skill, so
Okay.
I have advantage on intimidation checks against something that I've dealt damage to. So can I somehow intimidate it to give it disadvantage or like give myself advantage on giving it more damage?
No, roll a d6.
Damn it. You know what? You gotta do the hustle.
There you go.
It's
That's a 4.
dead!
It's dead.
Yeah!
You summon...
It fully is impaled on a spike.
Yeah, well, you summon this, like, enclosure around you, and yeah, you, like, kind of, like, somehow request that it has, like, a pointed top, so it, like, slides up and, like, slices the shadow monster in half.
Yes! Cool, I'm gonna hang out here. That's my turn. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the castle. You guys are doing great! And oh, sorry, past my turn. Close this.
Finn, who's like, oh, this is kind of scary.
All right, we control you.
Yeah. Finn, the level 1 rogue / level 1 cleric. You muted.
I'm just checking to see if he has any healing spells.
He has Spell
Oh.
Dying.
He has healing word, but not prepared.
Yeah. I think his
Oh,
thing
no,
is fairly...
I told you guys last week as well, you can ignore the prepared list. You guys didn't get to prepare a list for these guys. Just feel free to use the spells that they have access to.
Ooh.
Okay. So he can cast healing word on Brunk to help bring up Brunk's health.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. And then do we want to... I don't think he's in any good place to do Word of Radiance. He would have to get...
Yeah, he's not close enough to do Word of Radiance.
Yeah, and he's a little baby, so I kind of want to keep him back there. If he does healing word, can he get Brunk and Ketterman?
What?
Or is it just on one person?
Healing word's one target.
Oh, sorry.
If you want to hit multiple targets, you need mass healing word.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, let's heal Brunk.
Spell. Oh. He tried.
He's like, I think I got it, and like, kind of like leans over and taps Brunk with his hammer. Or no,
Just
sorry,
like
he's healing.
Magical little band-aid.
Healing word. He's like, you got this, Brunk. You got this. Doing anything else with Finn?
So that was his action. So now he just has a bonus. No, wait.
Oh, I'm so
Is
sorry.
healing word
I didn't mean to move him. I clicked him off. I'm so sorry. That was me. How do I put that
Oh.
back?
Healing word's a bonus action.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
I know.
realizing that.
I know. I'm sorry. How do I fix? I clicked Finn to pass his
Oh.
turn to the next. How do I put him back?
There you go, you're fine.
Thank you. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
cool. No worries. So he did a bonus action, so he still has a movement and an action. Whose turn is coming up? So it's Jeremiah, Ketterman.
I have a kind of crazy idea because it's me. What if?
What's up?
What's his movement? Hold on. Where the fuck is he?
Finn is 30 feet.
Oh, he's 35 feet away. He has. I was gonna have him cast light on this like statue, so that like just like kind of like gives a buffer, and hopefully, I feel like light does things to the shadow creatures. But that's gonna put him. I'm not quite sure he can get there. His movement's 30 feet, so he can't quite get there.
Would that work?
What?
I have no idea.
Making the statue like a beacon of light?
I don't think the light spell would work on it.
Okay.
It has to.
Okay.
The object has to be, I think, within like a 10-foot.
No larger than 10 feet
Oh,
in
no
any
larger than 10
dimension.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
How big are these battlements?
Those you could probably light up.
We can cast light on.
Okay,
For next,
so
no, he's too far.
yeah, maybe I could zoop him down there like for a future turn. But for his turn now, he does have guidance. Maybe we could use him to boost, like if we plan ahead for somebody else's turn that like he's nearby, maybe he could like come and just like cast guidance on somebody that could benefit from that. Like whether Brunk, if you would like to do something that would benefit from guidance, or if we wanted to make Ketterman Barley do something that would benefit from guidance. Is
Yeah.
that maybe a good use of the rest of his turn?
I think that's a good idea. Brunk, do you want guidance?
Yeah, is that something that would be helpful for you on your next turn that you can think of?
I haven't even considered what I'll do. Well,
That's
it's
fair.
a little ways off, so
And
probably
Ketterman is
best to use it on somebody
closer.
who's going to be doing something sooner.
Yeah, Ketterman's turn is 2 people away.
Yeah, okay, so let's give it to Ketterman then.
Okay. And it's for an ability check, so like he would need to do something on his turn that would require an ability check. But we
Okay.
can figure that out.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get used, it doesn't get used. But it's better than not doing anything with the rest of his turn. Okay, so guidance on Ketterman. And it's touch, right? So he has to move over to Ketterman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he can probably just move back.
I don't know, he has 30 movement feet. How far is he from Ketterman?
Like 10?
It didn't tell me.
It will say, up next, Jeremiah. I kind of want him to jump on top of this well, which will definitely be an athletics check. So
What do you want him to do from on top of the well?
I want him to cast Sacred Flame on these motherfuckers here.
Okay.
One of them underneath. Because that's a can't. So he can do that. He can do that. Yes.
He can try.
So I was thinking about having him do that 60 feet, and then as a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on Brunk.
Okay, so we want to cast guidance on Jeremiah then, is what you're suggesting?
I'm just saying that's what I think his next turn should be. So if
Well,
we
if
want to
he's
give
gonna
him the
need an
guidance, I'm
ability
not quite
check
sure.
for...
I'm not quite sure
Yeah.
I haven't looked at Catamaran yet, but I don't know, Jesus or Brunk, what do you guys think?
I think... Oh, sorry, you didn't ask me.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry, are you asking me?
No, I'm asking the rest of the adventuring party.
Yeah, like Jesus can weigh in too, but Flash, the team's trying to interact with you and you are distracted.
Well, I'm listening to the conversation. I just don't know that I have input on it because I'm trying to kind of, I guess, let them make a decision about what they want to do or how they want to handle it themselves. I've already, I gave them the input about I didn't think it was a good idea to cast guidance on him right away. So, I mean, I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm just haven't had a comment yet.
Yeah. You also do have like control of the rest of the party with them as well. Yeah. Go ahead, do your
Yeah, just Ellie, just keep the plan the same. It'll be fine.
Okay, so let's have Finn cast guidance on Jeremiah then, because I don't know what we would have Ketterman do that would be an ability check specifically.
Yeah.
And then that way he doesn't need to move, he can just stay where he was. Sorry, I don't have my mouse out, so I'm just using my little laptop thing. And then he can do since it's by touch, I'm thinking he could like do one of those like hands down and like to give him a boost, and like the touch to cast guidance is when he puts his hand his foot in
To
the
pop him up. Yeah, I think
yeah. Yeah, just a little flavor there.
I like it.
All right. Do I need to roll for that? Let me find
No,
it.
guidance is just a cantrip. It's just
Sweet. All right, so he's gonna cast guidance on Jeremiah then.
yeah.
Done.
Okay, and then that is the end of Finn's turn.
So Jeremiah, you said you're going to try to athletics him up to the...
Yeah, I would love to have him, if everyone's cool with it, I would love to have him get to the top of the well so he has like visual
Advantage
read.
point.
Yeah, a vantage point on these two bad boys that were beating up Brunk. And I would love for him to cast Sacred Flame.
Yeah, give me an athletics check with a plus D4.
Okay, what if he does a sick flip?
I mean, either way, he's gonna do a sick flip. Ooh, that's really good.
Can I keep his guidance?
You didn't do the plus D4.
Well, do I have to?
No, I mean, you didn't use it. You don't have to.
Oh, I thought it just
Yeah, you can
applied to
keep it. Yeah, so he passed
You can
like
apply
that.
it to a roll, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that. All right.
And I think it lasts like a minute.
Sick.
So he's gonna get up there, and then I would love to cast Sacred Flame. So that is a dexterity saving throw from the target.
Yeah, use it in the DC 9. Okay, that doesn't sound right. Where's Jeremiah? His spellcasting ability is not intelligence, it's wisdom.
Do you want me to re-click it?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
Yes.
And who is he trying to hit with it?
I don't know if we can get it in a line that would hit these two dudes here.
No, it's
that we're beating up on Brunk.
it's one creature.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will hit the first one here. On relative shadow thing, whatever one's closest to the bench.
Yep,
This
perfect.
guy here.
Dex save. That's a fail.
Cool. 7 radiant damage.
It takes 14. As it like makes a screeching sound as it's like hit with this flame.
Cool. And then Brunk, do you want a shield of faith around you? It'll boost your AC to 2 while you're like trying to get your health back, or is that not something you feel like you need at the moment? He's got 2 spell slots, so we can burn one or we can save it for now. It lasts up to
Save
10
it for now.
minutes. Okay, cool. So then I think he's just gonna hang out here. I feel like I haven't really seen the jackals climb things at the moment, so I feel like he's safe up here. So I'm just gonna have him chill up here, and then he can like help Jesus up if he ever wanted to get on. He can lend a hand to help pull you up onto the top of that. So I will say that is his turn.
Next is Ketterman Barley, who is hurting. He's taken quite a few hits, but he was also given as good as he got.
So I'm just looking at him. Oh, he has human tenacity. Interesting. Ellie, that the human tenacity will allow him to add a D4 to any ability, attack, or saving throw. So it's kind of like having guidance on him already.
But it's like guidance on steroids.
Yeah.
That's really sick.
Good to remember that he has.
Ketterman
There's
Barley
so many
also has
things.
the lucky feat.
That's dope.
Dope. I can't keep track of all these people. My pen's not working.
So what's Ketterman Barley doing?
What can he do? I mean, he can cure Brunk too. We can just keep curing him up until get Brunk up to like a good like fighting kind of place.
There's that.
Ketterman
He
probably
also
needs to heal himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say he also needs like some healing too. He has Prayer of Healing, which is up to 6 creatures.
That's probably a smart play.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. And then he also has.
Are there 6 characters he's needing to heal? Is there a
Not at
range
the
on that?
moment. That's the thing.
I think it's 30 feet.
It's 30
So
feet.
he's going to need to probably move to a point where he would be in range of the other guys that are up front. Well, you got Obme and Goblin Expert.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the only other, and himself and Brunk. That's 6.
Yeah.
Or that's 4. I mean, not 6. That's 4.
Okay. Well, does it need to be all 6? I thought it was.
doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
No, it's just a question of whether or not you consider it a waste of if you're wasting the spell with the
Without maximizing.
without maximizing the
of it.
usage. But it's you use what you got. And,
That's fair.
the Goblin Expert Knob probably could use the boost. He could use the boost, and
especially
so
'cause
could
there's.
Brunk. So I mean, it's probably
Yeah.
the best use of a spell slot right now.
Yeah. So let me go back to where it was.
I get an echo right now. What the hell?
It was Prayer of Healing, and it's a range of 30 feet. So is there a spot where he would be within 30 feet of everyone? Is the question.
So that's 30 feet from Goblin Expert. So I feel like if he goes, somewhere there, if he goes there, then he's in within 20 feet of Brunk as well. So you could get
Okay.
everybody there.
Okay. Yeah, so let's have him move to there and then cast whatever it was called, Prayer of Healing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hold
Yeah.
him. You want to move him? This is where put him right in front of my little dude there, just so you can see where the 30 feet are.
Oh.
I think you want to put him one square just in front. Oh no. Yeah.
There?
Yeah, that's fine. And then, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Prayer of Healing.
What's that? Does he have 30 feet of movement? Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. 15.
Boom.
Everybody gets 15 back.
You?
That's real nice.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's good.
And does the Prayer of Healing count towards himself as well?
Yep.
Okay, good.
And then Ellie, I think we should have him hide behind this bench, just like duck down the rest of his movement.
Spiritual weapon. Does that do what kind of damage does that do? Does that do like it's magical damage, right? But would he be able to make a spiritual weapon that does any sort of radiant damage?
What?
Because he has that as a bonus action. He has spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
I'm pretty sure spiritual weapon does do radiant damage, doesn't it?
I feel
Does
like
it? It's a lot of
that
words
would
to
make
me.
sense.
Because we could have him cast spiritual weapon.
Hold on, let me read it.
Oh, it's force damage, which is still fine. It won't double damage, but that's still.
It'll count as magical, so it will still hurt them, right?
Yeah. Where do you want to drop the spiritual weapon? You can drop it within 30 feet.
We drop it like near these dudes.
Look right here.
Yeah. I was gonna try to go for the one that's in between the two, but that is 35 feet. Yeah.
Well, he has a little bit of movement left. We can have him move forward.
Like just take a step forward and then
Just
he can
take one
drop the
step
spiritual
forward
weapon.
and he can drop it there. right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, because then that way it's primed to be able to like attack either of them.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna take a step forward and then cast spiritual weapon.
Yeah, just have
And
him move
put it-
5 feet forward.
Yeah, it rolls a. So roll a melee spell attack with Ketterman Barley. You should be able to do that by like casting the spell. And when it casts, just say don't use the spell slot. Or do use the spell slot, because I don't think you actually like cast it from the spell list.
I accidentally closed this character sheet. Give me a second here. So you said just cast the weapon?
Yeah, spiritual weapon.
Just cast spell and then uncheck consume spell slot? Is that what you were...
Well, did you I don't see it in the spell list, or like in the chat. Like, did you cast the spell?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah. So
I have not yet.
Yeah, then use the spell slot, yeah.
Okay. You were confusing me.
And then that should have the attack roll built in there.
You want me to do an attack roll?
Yeah, you get one right away when you cast the spell.
Can I argue that it should get it should get advantage because those two shadow things are not expecting it, and so therefore they would be taken off guard?
No.
Fuck.
Me and Ellie will hustle. I love it. I love the hustle.
Would you like to re-roll that with luck?
Yeah. What do I need to do to do that? I just
re-roll
re-click.
re-roll the attack. That hits.
Hell yeah. Damage?
Damage.
And I think that damage should go to the one that was already injured.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I think that's his whole turn, because that was action, movement, and bonus action. So now it is Goblin Expert's turn.
I want Jesus to do this turn, because he has said nothing so far.
Alright. I'm gonna use a multi-attack. I'm gonna hit the Shadow Fang Jackal, the baitable one, first with Masterwork Blade.
Yeah, do it up. That does not hit.
Oh. Alright, second attack, same one.
21 does hit.
Alright.
It's 10 damage.
And
Do we want to use the shield bash on the last one and like
that's what I was thinking of doing.
push some of these guys away from them?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm
The
so
thing
sorry I
is-
did that again. I keep clicking to go to the character sheet and I move their turn in initiative. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be quiet and stop touching things.
The only thing is, if I push that one in, then the Goblin Expert is just going to start getting attacked by all three of them by himself.
You can have him take his movement and come hide in the castle with me.
No, he
or
would
take
have
his other move.
he would have to disengage. Otherwise, he's going to get attacked.
If he pushes the one in front of him, like back 10 feet, same thing.
I mean, if he pushes 10 feet, I can move Obme in that spot. If your intention is for, like, to move Goblin Expert away.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to move Goblin Expert. I think, well, what Jesus and I are trying to figure out is how to move Goblin Expert away without getting an opportunity attack on him while doing so. I think, right, Jesus? If that's...
No, I'm just wondering, like, I want to keep Goblin Expert where he is. I don't want him to retreat. So that's why I'm wondering it might be better for me just to take my third attack rather than push that one away, who's just going to come right back anyways. That makes sense?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna go for my third attack. Because I have plans for what Niles is gonna do next as well. Oh, wrong thing.
That's not gonna do it. He ain't chopping no cheese.
Can I use Jesus's inspiration to get him to re-roll that?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Everybody should have
Come
their
on,
starting inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, that's big PP damage.
Awesome.
It's not a kill, but that's... He's hacking
It,
away at it.
yeah. Um, yeah, I want to keep him up there because we need, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay, I have instructions for Lyric. Lyric is going to... 10, 20... Right there? Is that the angle? Yeah. Flies to, like, the shoulder of this statue, and just, like, you watch as she, like, she's getting better at controlling her ability to use this energy, and you watch as she just does, like, the whole, like, Dragon Ball Z pose, like, holds her hands together and forms this, like, small little, like, purple concentrated orb in her hand that then turns into a laser as it, like, shoots through these two hounds that were like trying to kill Brunk, or almost killed Brunk. Con save. That's the one. Not this one. Oh, what? Chat just went weird for a second there. Jesus. Not Jesus, but they both fail. Oh, this is gonna sting. That's 60. She just wipes them both off the face of the map.
Just
I'm
completely
gonna poke my
obliterate.
head out of one of the little arrows, so to be like, get him!
That is what they get for messing with her favorite person.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna wait for him to put his headphones back on. So Brunk, to give you like the little recap here, I did follow your instruction. Lyric flew up to like the shoulder of the statue, and fires this laser, but you notice that she is not struggling like she was. Like she does like this like Dragon Ball pose, like Kamehameha blast, as she like harnesses the energy in her hands and like concentrates it before shooting like a fine laser that like goes straight through both monsters and just like cuts them in half before it like explodes them outwards in like this radiant light. You're muted.
Is there a visible change in her as a result of this?
Yes and no. Like she's not growing or anything like that. She's not like growing into a full person. She's still her fairy form, but she is starting to be able to harness the energy that she has a little bit better. So she no longer gets fatigue from using her radiant beam, and I'm going to say that the charges are now going to go up to 5.
Okay. So instead of 3 a day, she can do 5 a day?
5 a day.
I got you. I see that you're changing it, so...
I'm going to say her Starlight Step upgrades as well. To 3. As yeah, she watches the person that she cares about most like almost die, and she doesn't lose it. Like you've seen Lyric be protective of Brunk, and this time is very much the same, but like it's with a different confidence. Like the journey so far, you've watched her struggle, and here she is almost majestic in her form with the way she just eliminates these fucking things. And she turns her head back, Brunk, and like catches your eye and gives a thumbs up to you.
That's my girl.
Yes, absolutely. I think it should raise her CR and HP as well.
I'm just assuming based on difficulty, or just on her power level.
She's getting stronger. I'm gonna bump her up a bit here. I'm gonna bump her up to a CR2.
I'm sorry. There's a line in a movie, and the way you said that reminded me of it.
What's that?
There's a movie called, it's a Freddie Prinze Jr. movie called Summer Catch. And at the end of the movie, he's pitching. It's the game of his life type of situation where he's pitching this game, a crazy game. And, one of the scouts that's sitting in the stands, it's the guy that plays the kind of a-hole doctor on Scrubs.
Okay.
You know the guy I'm talking about? God, I can't think of the actor's name. I'm going to have to look it up. But he's calling in he's calling into his bosses and giving the scouting report about the character. And it's just the way you said it is exactly. He's got this like southern drawl type of thing going on. It's who's the actor? Who is the actor? Who is it? I know he's it. I was looking for the guy in the. It's weird. Where is it? He's not on the cast list. That's crazy. How is he not on the cast list? Oh yeah. John C. McGinley.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, it's just the way you said it. He's got this kind of southern drawl type of thing going on to it, and he's on the phone to the guy, and he's like, well, I tell you, he's been pitching 8 straight innings now, and he just keeps getting stronger. It was just the way he said it. It just caught me.
Lyric. That was pretty much her movement to like get there and up there, and she eliminated a couple threats. That's gonna be her turn as she like evolves like a Pokemon. Niles Nilbog. Who's playing Niles?
I had some ideas for him for this turn. I was
Who the hell
thinking,
Is Ketterman Byerly's profile picture supposed to be sideways?
Oh, somebody was having a spin with him.
Oh, okay. I was like,
That was probably me. I was trying to zoom in and out, and I was moving a few people around.
oh yeah, I see. Goblin Expert got a little sideways too. Okay, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I'm not using my mouse right now. I'm just using my laptop.
I was gonna say, I think Jesus had some ideas about how to use Niles.
Fucking
yeah,
Goblin Expert starts breakdancing.
I was thinking,
as long as he hits all the technical points, he'll get scored well for the Olympics.
Oh my god, he is the ray gun of Rotcroft. Alright, go ahead, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's good.
No, that's alright. I was thinking I could use Scorching Ray, potentially killing. I might be able to kill the one in front of the Goblin Expert, and I could still hit the 2 big guys that are coming in from the back. Or should I just use Fireball and just blast away the 2 guys coming in from the back? Either way, I can hit both the guys from the back. It's just, should I go with a lesser spell and hit the one in front of the Goblin Expert and the 2 in the back, or should I just go for the really big spell and hit the guys coming in from the back?
Honestly,
so that way they're weaker.
That's probably the way I would go at it. I'd probably toss it at them.
Yeah, especially because like if you try to hit the one in front of Goblin Expert, is there a chance of damaging him?
Oh no, I was gonna use Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray.
Yeah. Scorching Ray, I could hit 3 targets.
Okay, so that you were gonna hit the 2 right next to Goblin Expert?
The range is 120 feet, so I was gonna still hit the 2 guys coming in from the back. It was just gonna do less damage. But there's the chance I'll kill the one in front of the Goblin Expert as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Rock and roll. Scorching Ray.
Alright. Scorching Ray.
Yeah. Do it up.
Are you doing the 3 rays, or are you bumping it up to 4 to get everything?
I'm just gonna do the 3 rays. So the first ray is for the Abatable Shadow Fang. Does 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Well, shit. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for Absent-Minded Shadow Stalker now.
That's also a miss.
Alright, and then the other Shadow Stalker.
The one in the back here?
Yeah,
he's hitting the two back by the front door, yeah.
Yeah, definable, he hit.
Awesome.
Sweet. Oh, no, roll damage.
Oh, I thought I clicked roll damage. My bad.
9.
9 damage. Alright, and then He's going to. Can Jesus help him climb up onto the well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. He's going to get up onto the well. Shit, I guess that's all I could do. I think that's all he can do.
Oh, Definable wasn't even rolled into the initiative. That's funny. We're gonna say he missed his turn. He finished crawling through the door, and then got hit with a fucking wayward fireball. As fucking Niles is like, random bullshit, go! Fucking these like first this like pulse of radiant energy blasts two away from one side of Obmi. He looks up and sees the little fairy, and then this barrage of fireballs comes out, and even though they miss, it's like this little light show. The third one flies back and hits the big one. He's like, that's what I'm feckin' talking about. Risks the attack of opportunity from Auspicious. Hit. He takes 17, but like shrugs it off as he raises the chains, the chain sword in his hands and just brings it down on this jackal here. Oh wait, he should get advantage? No, if he hits he'll get sneak attack though. Nope. 2 or 3? 3. That's a hit, for sure. There we go. And then it is another 46. And then he can deal the regular damage again with the bonus action. With the rip him up. Oh, can you give me the damage? What? Why isn't it showing me the damage? Do I have to do an attack first? $16. Okay. So 42? Yeah, this thing's fucked. There's nothing. That thing is gone. He fucking obliterates it with the chain sword. And he'll get into range right beside them there. Absent-minded Shadow Stalker. The other one gets hit with the fireball and it just starts bounding towards where it came from. That's going to be its whole turn. Who is playing Rosalia? I think it was you, Nerissa.
Okay, give me a second here. Where is she? There she is.
Ebony, question for you. When you said the one that was hit with a fireball turned around, was it running like where it came in? Like it's fleeing, or is it running towards us?
Running towards you, but like, yeah, the one you hit with the fireball had just like finished kind of crawling through the door, and then you hit it with the fireball, and the other one beside it like started bounding after where the fireball came from.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
What are we doing?
I'm reading. Um, mm, she's got guiding bolt, which would be very handy. Shit, that guy got far. I didn't realize how far in he got. Okay. How close is he to us? 30 feet. That's very close. That is very close.
She's a tank.
She is a tank. I'm thinking either throw like a sacred flame or a guiding bolt. I'm just looking at what does more damage. Let me read the thing.
Where the hell is Orem? Oh, he's right there. Jesus. Oh no.
Where is Orem?
He's still running towards the exit.
Oh, towards the
safe zone.
safe zone.
For Rosalia, is it also we can use any of her spells or just the ones that are prepared?
I'll say any of her spells, same thing.
Okay.
She has this.
You have a suggestion?
Well, I mean, everyone can have a suggestion, but
Yeah.
she has this thing called Spirit Shroud, which is a bonus action. Any attacks you make deal 1d8 extra damage, but you can make the damage radiant. So I'm wondering if we have her cast that like on herself to give her like basically, to me it reads similar to like Spirit Guardians. And then just go hit this thing with her big axe. As an action, just to like make use of her full turn, but I don't know if that's I don't really know Rosalia super well in terms of like playing with her, so I don't know if that's like the super best use of all of her abilities, but I will keep reading.
But you said Spirit Shroud makes
Spirit Shroud is it's a 3rd level spell, so it is like quite big. It's 3rd level bonus action. You call forth the spirits of the dead, which flit around you for the spell's duration, which is up to a minute. And then whenever you make any attack, you deal 1d8 extra damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. The damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. You choose when you cast the spell.
That does sound pretty cool.
And then any creature that takes this damage can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
And you said that's a bonus action, so she could cast that and then
Yeah. Also, in addition,
that
any
would
creature
boost
of
her
your
next
choi-
attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then in
sorry.
addition, any creature of your choice that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has its speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. So we could try to slow it down.
That's probably good because that thing moved quick.
So she would have to use her movement to get closer to it.
She's only 30 feet from it.
Yeah, so she just has to be
Oh,
within
what's
10.
the...
She has to be within 10 feet for the spirit things to work, but then she could go attack it. And then, I don't know, go hide somewhere.
So, like, move, like, maybe closer to where... What's 10 feet from there?
It's killing me not to say
Yeah.
anything.
Why? What is that wrong?
No, I just like as far like there are a lot of strategies you can employ with Rosalia, and I
Oh
can't.
yeah, well,
I can't help you guys here.
Yeah, if someone else knows her better, like I'm just reading quickly, like you guys have played with this character more, so I don't know if I'm the best person to be like helping in this.
Normally,
situation.
Ebony's controlling her.
Yeah, this is the first time I've given control of her to the crew. But yeah, I think your idea is great. By the way, I'm not saying your idea is bad. I'm just saying, like, as somebody who has played that character in the past, I wish I could help.
If I'm being real honest, I'd probably opt for Spirit Guardians instead of Spirit Shroud.
Can I just command the thing to fuck off? Bad dog, lay down. Oh, that's not one word.
I mean, you could try. You could try to make it grovel.
I guess you could tell it to technically halt. Is that one of the options?
Do these things have a good wisdom stat?
You don't know.
I don't know. That's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
I would absolutely go Shield Guardians or Spirit Guardians. Same idea, but Spirit Guardians instead of Spirit Shroud. Because you cast Spirit Shroud on herself, it'll create a 15-foot, basically a 15-foot circle around her, and any creature that starts its turn within that circle will have to make the Wisdom save or take radiant damage, 3d8 radiant damage.
Yeah,
and we
then
know
it's
that
better
they're
not to do
susceptible
that.
to radiant damage. So if they take the
Mhm.
radiant damage, it's actually 68 radiant damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
And
really
that
good.
becomes, like she becomes the Eye of the Storm type of, if anybody, you stay close to her, she can designate any and all of her allies to be immune to it. So they can fight next to
Yeah.
her without being affected.
That is a really great call. That one's an action,
Spirit Guardians is
though.
maybe my favorite third level cleric spell.
It's such a good spell.
The only downside of that is Spirit Guardians is an action, so she wouldn't be able to...
That is the thing, though. It's a setup. She's setting it up to be the meat grinder.
Hell
going
yeah.
forward.
I'm on board
basically
with
you
that.
want her to move within 15 feet of the big guy over there on the other side of that statue, but but she doesn't have to be like right next to him. She just needs to be within 15 feet of him, and that way when he starts his turn, he's got to make the save.
Okay. All right, so move her over and then cast Spirit Guardians?
Mhm.
Hell yeah. So is that
So-
like right?
So
right
basically, it
there?
triggers either if they start their turn in the circle, or if when they enter it for the first time. So if anybody comes into the circle while she's got it active, they have to make the save immediately or take the damage.
Okay. So if I move her right there,
I mean,
and
that's
then
probably one square closer than she actually. I mean, but that could catch the other little one too.
sweet,
I think roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
sweet, awesome. All right, and then Spirit Guardians cast spell.
It doesn't mean they won't attack her, but you know.
So,
She runs up next to the statue, and you watch as she kind of like she makes like a radiant sigil in the air and then slams her foot on the ground, and there's almost like a crack of lightning as she says, "Rise, my soldiers." And you watch as this swirling like electric force spins around her, and what looks like fully like metal soldiers made of spectral light stand ready inside the storm that she's creating around herself. Anything else?
I don't think she needs to do anything else. I don't know if she's got any bonus actions that would be worth. Yeah, I don't really see anything that jumps out at me. Yeah. No, I'd say pass it.
she has healing word as a bonus action. If you still want to, if you want a little bit more healing, Brunk. You're good. Okay.
Better save it for right now.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Orem, get your ass to the.
Get thee to a nunnery.
Mm-hmm.
I can't move him. It's already been passed to Jesus.
Jesus. It's not your turn yet.
That boy running.
Dash
Just full Forrest Gump.
all the way. Run, Orm, run.
I don't know how far that is, but it's probably close enough.
Yep. Right up beside Barry.
So now it's Jesus' turn.
Jesus.
All right. I am going to just move to the other. Just move to the other side of those guys. If I use fireball, would I damage the spiritual weapon in any way?
No.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to just fireball the big guy and the little guy.
Yeah, let me get some deck saves for those guys. Fireball.
Oops,
Oh, no,
that's
that
not where I
again.
wanted to.
Both of them failed.
Awesome. I'm just going to put it there.
Yeah. Oh god, I got this up twice. What was the damage on that? 32?
32 damage.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
Jesus. I like him very much.
All right, I'm gonna end my turn there. Or wait, no. Before I end my turn, I am going to drink a fire breath potion.
Oh shit.
I
Just
need no
in,
help with curveball.
just in case, I'm gonna drink a potion of fire breath.
Just slams a bottle of Fireball and starts coughing up flames.
Yep,
It's that cinnamon sparkle.
yep. And then I'm gonna keep that in reserve.
Orla. Orla sees Orem pass and looks forward and sees the other ones coming. She is going to... Oh, she's just out of range. She's gonna fucking jump down. Get up a little closer, and she is going to use Magic Missile. You should be full. I know it's here. There we go. Is it gonna let me roll all the damage? Of course it's not. Should be 7d4, so plus 6d4 plus... Yeah. Yeah. From the statue behind, you hear almost like, it sounds like a machine gun when she casts the spell, as 7 magic missiles fly from behind you and land and slam into this thing. Barry. I'm assuming you're just getting Barry to the safe zone.
Run to the hill.
Yeah, get him there. Just remove him from combat for now. Brunk. You're muted. And laying in a pool.
Muted. I'm sorry. I was changing up my wavelength settings for my microphone. I don't know if it's helped or not, but I'm going to use his Grand Charm of Recovery to give myself 26 hit points back.
Nice.
Power up. And then I am going to... I don't have to, but I'm going to... the hell? I don't know. Am I encumbered or something right now?
No.
It was weird. It was given weird color, yellow and red on my color box for my movement. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Definable Shadow Stalker over there by the main gate. Let's do it. I said, let's do it. There we go. All right, big money. Let's go. 19. 2 hit.
19.
The big guy over by the door. Definable Shadow Stalker.
19 hits. I'm just not seeing your attack in the chat.
Oh, it's on self. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me set it in there.
Oh,
My
perfect.
bad.
I see it. Guiding bolt.
I had the stupid self roll thing turned on. My bad. I was playing with some shit earlier.
Yeah, no worries.
Apologies.
Hit me with some damage.
Do you want me to roll it just normal? Yes, just normal.
Yeah.
That's fine.
$11 to $22.
Delicious.
And the next attack roll made against this target has advantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that little caveat.
Yeah.
Heck, I was just trying to hit him with some radiant damage. Okay, I think that's it for me. So, Auspicious needs to make a wisdom save.
Auspicious does not need to make a wisdom save. I think it's just out of that range.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
And it is not going to attack Rosalia. It is going to attack Goblin Expert. Hits. For 18 damage. Who's keeping track of Goblin Expert's HP? Perfect. Then it's a claw. That is just hits. For 17. Last attack. Completely misses.
Can we repost it?
Yeah.
How do I do that? This.
Yeah. Hit me with an attack.
I did. I clicked. Don't use. Oh, I hit it with the you use reaction, and then I hit it with the Master Blade.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Oh, and does it get advantage because it's reposting?
No, it's still just normal attack.
Okay, sorry. When I went into it, can I burn Fletcher's inspiration?
Absolutely.
Great. Go to the left instead. I'm just like hiding in this little thing, and I'll burn my inspiration to let him re-roll that. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I clicked with advantage. I did not mean to.
That's okay.
But we'll take the lower of it.
Either way, it hits.
Oh, okay, cool. Damage.
$11 damage. And
Sure.
that's the Jackal's turn as it just gets shredded in its own right there. At the start of the round, let's take a quick 5-ish minute break. We went to a place in St. Catharines today called Endless Noodle, or Endless Noodles, and it was delicious.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, man. Had a ramen in the broth, was so rich.
Oh, nice. Where was this place in St. Catharines?
On Bunting.
Okay.
Near the plaza with the Fresh Co.
Okay.
And the Shoppers and the Popeyes.
Nice.
That other separate little plaza in the parking lot, it's in the separate little plaza that's in the parking lot.
I'm sure you heard her.
Okay. Yeah. It's not too bad. Like, from where I live, like, I could take the back roads pretty much the whole way to St. Catharines, and then just hop across the canal, and it's right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Find Endless Noodle. Get you some Endless Noodles.
I'm gonna have to try it sometime soon.
It's cool. They sell like their broths too, and like frozen noodles and different stuffs. Like
Oh, nice.
like their dumplings. They sell them frozen as well.
That's awesome.
I have a question about shadow creatures. Are they capable of being like grappled or picked up like normal enemies, or are they fully like if you put your hand through, like is there just nothing because it's shadow?
No, being up close to them, like they do. They're made of shadow or like emit shadow, but like maintain a fairly solid form.
There's like a body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Cool.
it's not a one-way transaction. Like it's not in a situation where they can hit you, but you can't hit them. So I would allow like they don't have any kind of like thing for not being grappled.
Okay. Was just curious. My wife just made freshly made baked chocolate chip cookies. So they're literally just came out of the oven and they're still warm and gooey. And I brought one over to my desk, and just as I was about to sit down, I dropped it on the floor, and it was very sad.
Not gonna lie, I still would have eaten it.
I did go get another one, and Bert, my dog, definitely ate the little crumbs on it. So.
Okay. Oh, no, those should not be on the screen. No spoilers. Okay. Back at the top of the order, Nerissa. Oh, hold on. Music was still going. Nerissa. You rescued Brunk. You've got Ketterman Barley to safety. What are you doing now as the resident speed savior?
Okay. Before I do anything, is there anyone that needs help getting anywhere that I can help with during my turn? Like, does anyone need to get closer to the action in order to be able to fire? Does anyone... Are we all good on that front? Okay. And my
We should-
thingy is still active? Okay.
I don't know if we should try to get Goblin Expert out, but I don't know if there's a way you can do that safely. But also, he might be fine. I don't know.
He's a tank. He's got a lot of HP. I think he's okay for right now.
He isn't looking too great, though. He could probably use some healing.
Question for you and your tank. Do you have a way to make water somewhere?
That is a wonderful question. It turns out that I'm pretty sure I have something. No, I don't. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. I have control air and water, not create air and water. But I can cast fog cloud, so I can create fog, which is just a little bit of water really spread out.
No, that does not help me, but thank you.
No problem.
You know cure wounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Should I like zip over to Goblin Expert and
yeah,
touch him on the back and be like, "You are gonna get better."
yeah, that might be a good call. I just don't know who needs it more, Ketterman or
Well,
Goblin
Ketterman can
Expert.
heal himself as well. Like he's got
Oh
that
yeah,
like prayer
that's true.
healing.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I'd say heal the Goblin Expert and then just zoom out of there again.
Hold on a second. That gives me an idea. Maybe I could scoop up Ketterman and do like I did with Nerissa that one time where I basically was just like zooming her around and she was shooting off missiles from my tank. Or did I say Nerissa? I meant Rosalia. I'm Nerissa.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that would be not a bad idea. Maybe you could do
'cause
the same thing with somebody else too, because you could fit two people in your tank, right?
Yeah, I think
oh shit.
Orla back here was the one who had magic missile. So maybe you could throw her in your tank and she could go around shooting shit. So I don't necessarily know if Ketterman has anything that's like range spells. I can double check because
I also have magic missile. However, it seemed like hers was more powerful than mine. DM, can you confirm that? Is that something I'm allowed to know?
That hers was more powerful than yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is she a higher level? Like,
Yeah, a standard a standard magic missile does 3 darts. If you upcast it, you upcast it for more darts. So she did an upcast version of it.
Okay, that makes sense. So I have the ability to do that as well then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So like I could do that. I could let me see how far she is. Sorry, I don't have my mouse right now and it's making everything a pain in the ass. Okay. So she's 50 feet from me, right?
Yeah.
And then I have 120 unless I dash, in which case I have
240.
200. It's insane. But if I dash, I can't do any attacks or healing of my own. I'm just
No, that's not true because you
transportation.
bonus action dash. So you'd still have an action unless you double dashed, in which case you'd have 360 feet of movement.
Oh yeah, that was what I did that one time. That was like crazy.
Yeah.
That's when you
Okay.
did your sick kick flip of your tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. Okay, but if I do 240,
Yeah, you're going very,
I'm so
very.
bad at math.
You're going very, very fast, honey.
But if I can do 240 feet and still do an action, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The combination
So
of
why
like
don't I
having the Swiftfoot charm with your Grand charm is insane.
is wild.
It's
so insane.
it's broken.
It's insane. Okay, so I will scoop up 240 feet. So I can scoop up Orla and then get back to basically where I am, and that would be 100 feet.
She's just like, oh, hello there.
Hello. Okay, so now she's with me in my tank.
Yeah.
And now I have 140 feet of movement to play with and an attack I can do.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is stupid. This is so good. Okay. And I can have 2 people in my tank, so I can also go scoop up Ketterman. What attacks does Ketterman have? Does anyone have his character sheet up right now? Easily, by any chance? Probably not.
You know what this is making me think of?
What is it making you think of?
Over the hedge when the squirrel drinks the coffee.
Talking about Hammy?
Just
Yeah.
zooming around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It wasn't coffee, it was a Red Bull.
Was it a Red Bull? Well, then that, yeah.
Effectively, it's like a soda or Red Bull. Yep.
Just like time stopping around you as you move real fast.
Yeah, it's like the Flash, man. He's just like all of a sudden everything stops around him and he's just moving at super speed.
Gotta watch that movie again.
I haven't seen that movie forever.
I just had an
Ketterman
idea.
What's your idea?
If you get certain people in your tank that know Word of Radiance, on their turn we could ready an action, and then when you take that, when an enemy comes within range of them, it goes off, and on your turn, you just use your movement to get within range and then move back out. Would that trigger their readied action?
I'm not sure. Sorry. You want me to get somebody in my tank who has the
Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. Who has that?
Several of the clerics know it. It's
Yeah.
Oh, there it
It's
is. I
just-
see it.
you have to be next to the enemy, so it's. But we want to keep these people out of range, so it's difficult for them to use it.
Okay, yeah. So if I were to scoop up Ketterman Barley,
Or one of the little guys.
DM, or one of because we want to keep them safe, but also we can make use of their spell slots that way, or no, it's a cantrip, so we can make use of their turn more easily that way.
You drive by Word of Radiance.
Yeah, is that something we can do? Can we drive by Word of Radiance these guys?
I'd allow it.
Awesome. Like
Sick.
if we readied their action on their turn and then we just drove by them.
Readied the
Awesome. We could-
action for when they get near an enemy, and then fucking scoop them up in Nerissa's tank and run her like a full on drive. Yeah, a drive by radiance shooting. That's crazy.
We're gonna be able to do so much damage this way.
That's
If we
gang
have two
shit.
So
people
I guess if Nerissa holds her turn until after Ketterman.
Is that something I'm allowed to do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you
okay,
hold your
cool.
turn until after Ketterman,
They can
Finn
ready
and
their.
they can ready their actions, and then you can go and do the Word of Radiance on this turn. Just because you're the first in initiative, so if you wanted to do that, if you go now, then we can't do the Word of Radiance drive by until like the next round.
Yeah. So I will hold my turn then until after Ketamine. And then who did we want to scoop up? Was it still Orla?
If we want a
Or
Word of
did we want
Radiance,
to
if you
do
grab
Finn?
Finn and Ketterman, they can both ready an action Word of Radiance, and then you can have both of them go.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's put
that's
Orla
what I was
back
gonna-
to where she was then.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest Finn too, because he's very weak. But if we could do drive by Word of Radiance with him,
Yeah.
That'll keep him safe, but also make use of his ability. Okay.
yeah,
Cool. So I will hold off on my turn, and then Finn and Ketterman can both ready their shit, and then I'll zoop around
Okay.
with them.
I have moved you in the initiative order to after Ketterman Barley.
Sick.
That means the definable Shadow Stalker is next. Oh, you fully disappear that way.
You can't come in my castle. I am surrounded by walls.
Oh, it's not coming in your castle. It's climbing on top and over your castle. This thing is huge. This thing bounds up and like you watch as one big shadowed claw comes up over the top of your barrier before it just creeps up and like full like in your face like breathes like this hot mist in your face.
Hello. I'm Fletcher. Is it gonna hit me? What do you want?
No, it used its action to dash. That's its turn. Right now it's just breathing in your face. It is your turn.
Bonus action rage. I'm gonna hit him. I don't think there's anything else really I can do. If I move away, he'll hit me. Not that that really matters. So I'm gonna eyes go purple, go into a rage. And going to take a swing at him. Does that hit him?
20 hits, yeah.
And then I'm going to hit him again. Does my sword do anything else? No, I can only just cast
no.
shot.
Shit.
Sorry, Judge, just ring.
There we go.
All good?
Yeah, we're good. I accidentally set its HP to 10 instead of minus 10.
The 22 hit him.
That definitely hits.
Big old 9. If I move away, he's just gonna hit me, right?
He might.
No, I'm asking if it like triggers an attack of opportunity. Or so
Yeah, if you move away without disengaging, yeah, it would.
Right, but because I hit him, I can't disengage.
Yeah. Well, because you
Yeah,
raged,
okay.
you can't disengage. Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. Because you hit him, you can't disengage. You're not a Rouge.
Yeah, because he used my act. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just me trying to understand. Can I, object interaction, grab the shield off my back and put it in front of me?
Sure.
Great. So I'll grab the shield and just kind of prep myself for when this thing ultimately hits me. But there's nothing else I can do, so that's me.
Finn.
Finn will ready in action Word of Radiance. And if he's close enough, he'll hop in, he'll use his movement and hop into Nerissa's tank.
Yeah. He was a sailor before he was a cleric, and like when he jumps in, he doesn't quite jump into the tank so much as he like jumps onto the side and like braces himself and like grabs something to like hold on to. Yeah, it's Jeremiah.
All right. Should Jeremiah guiding bolt this big dude? Cool. Jeremiah's gonna, from up there, fire a guiding bolt. Also, sorry, I just remembered something. Wouldn't I have had an advantage from something Brunk did to that
Yes.
other okay, cool. Doesn't matter. We don't have to redo that, but I did not roll with advantage for that attack. But I will try to remember that for next time. Sorry. Too many people.
Have you already
okay,
resolved the attack?
You hit both.
Pardon?
You hit both times, but I would let you roll to like
Test the crit?
Yeah, I'd let you roll 2 d20s to like try and crit fish. If you hit a crit, I'll let you reroll the damage.
Nope.
It's what's correct.
You gotta try.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just too many moving parts for me and my brain. I'm not even gonna think about it. He's just gonna cast Guiding Bolt at do we want to cast Guiding Bolt at this? If we cast Guiding Bolt at Definable Shadowstalker, can we knock him off of the top of my tower? If I hit him? Will he fall backwards dramatically?
What?
I'm debating on which big bad to fire at. I don't know if it's more advantageous if I fire it at Definable Shadowstalker, who's currently perched on top of my castle. If we fire it at him, will he fall backwards?
Probably
off of the top of my castle.
I'm gonna probably say probably not.
Okay, cool. He's just gonna fire it at absent-minded Shadowstalker since that's the next one to go in the initiative. Guiding bolt.
Uh, 18 is a hit. $21. That was on Definable?
No, I said absent-minded.
Absent-minded? That kills it.
Yeah. Cool. Bonus actions from him. I don't think he's got any. I think that's it from him. He'll just hang out there.
Sick.
Cool.
Next is Ketterman Barley.
He will ready an action with Word of Radiance drive-by.
Okay.
Unless, is there any bonus actions we want him to do? Because that's an action. Just double checking. I can't ready. Can I ready an action and a bonus action or no? Or are we pushing it?
No.
Okay, cool.
That's his radiant weapon that's out though, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
his,
how does this spiritual weapon work? Because it's a bonus action, I think, right?
Yeah, it's a bonus action to attack with it. And you can also, I think, move it up to... Is it 15 feet?
Okay. Well, yeah, well, but he doesn't have to move for that to happen, right? Okay, so he's gonna take his movement, I think, to get into Nerissa's tank, but then and ready his action for Word of Radiance, but then bonus action activate a spiritual weapon and hit this auspicious Fang Jackal with it.
Yep. Use
so
spiritual weapon on the character sheet, but do it so it doesn't use the spell slot, and it'll like pop it into the chat for you.
Okay. Give me a second. Like that. Weapon. $21.
21's a hit.
Kill him.
For 11?
Cool. And then I'll just move him. Sorry. He's just gonna go into with Nerissa. And I think that's his turn.
Nerissa.
All right. So we just have the one Shadow Stalker left in here with us right now, right?
We've got the big boy
Oh,
and
wait,
the
no,
little
I see the little boy. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on, never mind.
You can
It's all
have,
good.
they both have ready actions, so as you go by, like, Ketterman can activate his on Big Bad, and Tyler, sorry for his name, Trevor, little dude.
Tyler and Trevor, neither of those are even remotely close.
No, that's not close. Small boy. Finn.
Small boy.
Can activate his Word of Radiance on this little, on the jackal, on the smaller one. That's my thought, anyways. But Brunk, Jesus, what do you guys think?
Would it do double damage if they both activated Word of Radiance on the same guy?
I think they should
And also,
go
can Nerissa low ride her tank so it's like a full drive-by shoot? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
I'm
leaning out the
I'm
window.
definitely leaning out. Like, babe, you know how Toki gets her elbow
Yeah.
out on that's what Nerissa's doing. um okay. But actually though, if they both were to target the big Shadow Stalker guy, would it like
Yeah, they'd pop up, but they like it would be one after the other, so he'd have to take two saves against
Yeah.
each attack.
I think we should double them up on the big guy because the
Yeah.
little guy has the spirit weapon right here and also Goblin Expert and also Obmi
Yeah, I think
all
they should
ganging
do
up
that.
on him. And
Also Rosalia.
Rosalia's like right there and she's gonna fucking finish him. And also Lyric. So like he's kind of getting gang beat by us right now. But this big guy that's on top of you,
Yes, please help.
yeah. So we're gonna zoop on down. And that's only 65 feet for me to get down here. And then what did we do last time? We like got down there and then I used my bonus action to disengage and then continued the movement. That was what the plan was, to get out in and out before.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna bonus action disengage, and then we're gonna like basically like loop back around and come up probably near Rosalia because she's got this thing that's like kind of protecting.
Yeah.
Like this green is like, so yeah, we should get back up into there so that the three of us are in like the protection area is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I still have an action, right?
And then you still have an action.
All right, I'm gonna blast this motherfucker with my magic missile.
Hold
Wait,
on,
did we
let's-
redo the word of
let's-
radiance on him?
Let's resolve the
Resolve
words of
things
radiance
first.
first.
Okay, yeah. What do I need to click for that?
I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You're getting way too far ahead of yourself, girl.
Made the save. I'll just roll another one for the second one. You make the save on that one too, so the words of radiance do not hit.
Beans. Okay.
You are going too fast, too furious.
Too fast. Too fast and too furious. And Tokyo drifted too close to the sun.
Yeah.
He's probably like too high up from your
That
he's
is
like,
awesome.
Too fast, too
It's
furious.
fucking awesome.
That's so good, Flash.
That's
Sorry,
my favorite car from the franchise.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I'm actually putting together a custom. I want to put together a custom build of the blue one from the fourth movie.
That would be dope. Okay, so those didn't hit, but they were just warning shots for my magic missile, which is definitely gonna hit you guys. I feel it. Feel it. Where is my magic missile? There it is. Cast spell.
And then just roll 3d4 plus 3, or if you're not like doing them all on one target, then you can roll them separately.
I was gonna do them all on one target.
Then
All on the big guy.
Then roll 3d4 plus 3.
I can't do that by clicking damage, right? I have to like
If you
put
click
it in
damage,
the...
if you click damage, just put 2d4 plus 2 in the situational bonus. There's 10 damage to the big guy.
Yeah, to the big guy.
Yeah, you send off your own little machine gun. Or what does your magic missiles look like? I shouldn't define your magic missiles.
I feel like you had me describe them before, but I forgot. Wait, didn't I use like ocean pollution somehow? Like it was like trash.
Well, how do you want to describe it this time? It doesn't always have to be the same.
I don't know. Oh shit. Okay. Um this time it comes out of like the arms blaster thing on her tank. And it's like it is very it's not like it's kind of got like the like the thwump of a potato gun.
The thwump of a potato gun?
Yeah, like you know how when you like shoot a potato gun, it's like thwump.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe like a t-shirt cannon.
Compressed air.
Yeah.
We saw a t-shirt cannon today while we were yard sailing. Thought it was a potato gun at first. I wanted it.
You got so excited about it being a potato gun.
It's a gnarly thing to have, like, a professional potato gun in a case, but it makes sense when it's a t-shirt gun. Thought the guy was like an assassin or something.
Potato assassin. Okay. And then I think that is all I can do with my turn. So I will.
Is that all? Is that it?
I think that's everything. Yeah. Yeah. Just a couple little small things.
Just a few things.
Yeah. All right. It's Gabbo's turn.
The goblin expert.
We're gonna use his multi-attack again on the auspicious goblin, or the auspicious guy right in front of him. A sword blade. $19 hit.
19 hits, yeah.
Awesome. Oof. Alright, second attack.
24 definitely hits.
Awesome. There we go.
And 10. Oh my god.
Come on, third attack. Kill it.
That's
There
a
we
hit.
go.
Yeah, you can't not kill it at this point.
Awesome.
As Goblin Expert does like a 3-point slash, and you just watch as this thing just like bursts into like shadow smoke and disappears.
I want to get up into, and I'm going to use my movement to get up into the shadow, findable shadow stalker's cheese. Affect all me.
Wait, you're moving Goblin Expert towards the danger?
He gonna die. I'll help Omni. I'm here. I can do things.
I mean, I won't stop you.
All right. I'll leave him there. I was just thinking to protect all of me, but
Shit, I'm moving backwards into the protection zone.
Yeah.
Into
oh
We were just
right,
gonna-
right.
we were just
Roselia's
gonna come
zone.
and kill this guy anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I forgot about the protection zone, my bad. Got too ahead of myself.
Lyric.
I don't know that I'm gonna have Lyric do anything right now. I mean, she could blast the dude, but I'm kind of feeling like maybe we'll hold off for a round.
Yeah.
Um, or maybe she'll hold an action on the off chance that if that thing decides it's going to charge it. Great. What the hell is going on? My coworkers are sending me text messages randomly on a Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. that have nothing to
Jeez.
do with work. Nothing to do with work. Nothing to do with work. No, she'll ready an action for the option to use the Starlight Beam if she needs to, but otherwise, if she makes it to her next turn, then she'll do something else.
Okay.
So just kind of let her hang out there near Roselia right now. It's a good place to be.
Niles Nilbog.
You guys think I should ready a fireball if more so that it goes off if more of them start coming through the gate? Or should I use Scorching Ray right now on the one that's there?
I mean, I haven't been hit yet. He can hit me. I'm raging. Hopefully that will help.
Well, and I'm like coming up in the order here pretty quick too. Obby's
And
coming up.
Obby's
I mean,
here.
there's options. So
Okay,
before he ever goes.
Okay, I'm gonna ready a fireball if more of them start coming through the gate then for his turn. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, readying a fireball. I am gonna deduct those 3 points from the incinerator for the next fireball. Because if you're readying it, like, you're basically using it, so...
Yep.
Don't waste it. Obme. Obme's gonna back into the meat grinder. As, like, everybody who's, like, backing in right next to Rosalia are being surrounded by these, like, crazy-looking soldiers. And, like, they're wearing a very interesting, very intricate armor pattern that you feel like you've seen before.
Obby is wearing that?
No,
Is that
Rosalia's spirit guardians.
Can I do a history check to see if I recognize where I've seen it before?
Yeah.
Mm.
You don't know, but it sure looks pretty.
Uh-huh.
Obme, yeah, he backs in, that's his turn. Rosalia. What's Rosalia doing?
Mm. What's that?
Well, she moves. She moves the. I mean, she could move and move towards him and put him in range of the Spirit Guardians. That probably would be the best smart play. That way he
Yeah.
starts his next turn there. If he's not dead by his next turn, he starts his next turn there.
Mm-hmm. That's not a bad idea. All right, let's have her move so that he is in range of that then. There, is that good? Does that adequately hit him?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yep, that'd put him in the start zone.
Okay.
Whose spirit guardian or whose spiritual weapon is that?
That's
That is
Ketterman Barley's.
Okay, gotcha.
yeah. So that's just her movement, right? She still has like an action, or is this taking up her?
No, she still has an
Like, does she
action.
need
She's just
to-
she can't use a concentration spell right now because she's concentrating on spirit guardians.
Okay. But she could like, is she close enough to do a word of radiance on him?
Cantrip. Or is that no? That's not Word of Radiance. That's no.
Yeah, she should be able.
I don't think
She should be able
is
to hit
Word of
him.
Radiance the right one?
Yeah, it's the
It's a cantrip. It's 15-foot cube. I figured that way she's not burning a spell slot in case more things do come through the gate, but
Yeah, but didn't we talk
she's
about that
still...
last time? And it's meant to be the 15-foot cube around her, like it's centered on her, and it's the 15-foot cube, and she's in the middle cube. Or am I?
Yeah.
Did we decide that differently?
Oh, okay. Well, would she need to move a bit closer then? Because I didn't use all of her movement to get here, I don't think.
I mean, if she moved to that next square where she was right next to him, yes, she could do the Word of Radiance, and it would hit him.
Should we have her do that, or do we not want her to get that close to him?
I kind of feel like we're using her as a defensive, like force the bad guys to move around or take damage
Oh, okay.
moment right now. So I don't know if I'd want to. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if I would put her that close.
Okay.
She's okay right now. She's like I said, she's holding the line. She's kind of the pivot. I
She
guess is
could,
that's
Okay.
what you call it.
She could do Sacred Flame instead.
That
That's just a cantrip
would be.
too.
That's the one I was thinking of. That would work.
Yeah. Okay. I will do Sacred Flame on this guy as well then, as my action.
Yeah. Makes the save.
Beans. Okay. Alright, and then that is her turn, I believe.
Orem has enough movement to get to the safe zone. Unless any
Yeah,
of you
get him there.
suddenly
Nope,
decided to
get him
make
there.
him a combatant.
No, nope, get him there.
Jesus.
Alright, I think I'm gonna use Chromatic Orb on. I just want to make sure I'm in range for that. Oh yeah, I should be in range.
That is not a hit.
Alright, there's nothing else I could do, so just gonna end my turn then.
Orla. Orla's gonna move a bit closer. She's gonna pull out her rifle. Fire some supportive shots. Wait, no, she's not. It's just a normal gun. Fucking firebolt. Fuck it. Hits with the firebolt. Brunk.
Oh. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to use... because I want to. Not because I should, but because I want to. Yep. Okay. I'm going to move to there. Where is it? I'm going to use my at-will Misty Step to put myself in range. Is that considered in range?
Yep.
I would assume. And then swing away. Attack number 1. Probably a miss. 17?
17 hits.
Oh. I'm going to expend a spell slot to add Smite.
Yeah.
First level. So an extra 2d8. 25 damage.
Yeah, you smash through it with your weapon.
Yay! The questing blade has quested.
As it like
guess.
just
I don't know if that's the right word.
explodes into this burst of shadow around you. There's about... Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Well, there's nobody else to play with, so no. I'm going to look over like, what? I thought there were more of them coming in.
Uh-huh.
I'm inviting fucking disaster right now by saying things out loud. No, I'm not doing anything else right now.
All right. At the top of the round, you see... Hold on. You do see that there's these 3 of these stalkers trying to like push their way into the door, but the door, regardless of how much they've shoved it aside, is not big enough for 3. You watch them start to like kind of barrel and clamber through until one kind of like sinks into the other one, and the other one sinks into the other one, and they start to amass and grow in form and shape. And we'll delete those.
Oh, boy.
Because what they form instead is this guy.
Is a transformer?
He is a transform. It's certainly more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Does Niall's fireball go off now?
Of course it does.
Awesome.
Yes,
Let's do
because
some
it was
damage to
primed.
these things as they walk in.
And was Lyric ready in action, or was she just hanging out? I don't remember.
She had readied an action for that. Or she had readied an action to use the Starlight Bolt. I didn't really. If I'm being fair, I don't know that I really readied it with the purpose of something coming in the door so much as if the other guy that Brunk just took out was threatening Brunk,
Yeah.
to be honest. So I'm going to be fair about that and say, as much as I'd like for her to be like, turn and have that, we'll say she's startled out of the ready to action, or she relaxed after Brunk took out the last one and let it, kind of her tense up and ready to do it fade away.
Yeah. Do the damage. Oh, it's fire damage. You watch as the fireball lands and explodes, and there's like this big explosion that blocks it out at first, and as the explosion dissipates, you watch as it looks unfazed.
Oh no.
But of course.
Oh no, guys.
That's not good. So this one's immune to fire?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense. The other ones weren't immune to fire. How does smushing 3 of the same thing create a new property?
Because it's magic, that's why.
Because it's badass.
Yeah.
As I said, so.
Can
Because I
I?
can.
That's fair.
I would love to just like.
Aren't you in the next room?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go smack him. Just go smack him upside the back of the head. What are you doing?
I'll wait till after game because
Take
I don't want it to affect the rest of session.
What's that? Rotcroft was crushed under a meteor? How unfortunate.
It happens.
No.
What?
But that's
Shit? Sometimes.
Oh, wait, sorry. Fletcher Huck.
Hi.
I need to go back because it is the Cerberus's turn. He did roll at the top of the order.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Oh. He moves fast, but he still, I don't think, moves fast enough to be able to move and still hit you guys. Maybe he can. We'll see.
Did he just dash to get to where he is now?
No. No, that was his regular movement.
Don't like that. Mm-mm.
What? No, it's charged. It's charged.
Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't like that. No.
That doesn't get the goblin expert, but it will unfortunately get past your barrier there and get you to Mr. Fletcher. Hold on, let me request a roll.
Even with the cover?
Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second here. Request a roll. I need is a 15 dexterity save requested from Rosalia Fletcher Huck and Obme. Oh, it should be an 18. No, it's a 15. Ignore what it says in the description. The damage is right, but the dexterity saving throw is wrong. Rosalia saved. Nice. That is a combination of necrotic and fire. It is 23 damage.
Because I'm still nope. Because it is, I'm sure not. Thanks. Never mind.
What?
I'm raging, but it's only for piercing, and I'm assuming this is some kind of. You said necrotic and fire, just
Necrotic and fire damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosalia only takes half though. So Rosalia only takes 11. I'm assuming Ellie, you're taking care of her health. Oh yeah, roll the concentration saving throw for Rosalia. It's 1d20 plus 3. Just makes it. Maintaining the Spirit Guardian spell. This Cerberus, like, as it like forms and like contorts and moves into shape, explodes, like the fireball explodes, and as the fireball dissipates, it rushes up and breathes in deep and blows out a fire of its own. But it is this like black fire that like just enraptures around that space. And not only do you feel a burn, but you feel an absence of everything. Like, you just, like, for that moment that you take the damage, you feel like an emotionless husk. Fletcher Huck.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
I have a freezing charm. And it just says that cold emanates from me. Does it do anything to this dude? Or is it just a fun little thing that I can freeze water with?
Sorry, what?
I have this freezing charm. It was one of my like little charms. As an action, a 10-foot wide, 100-foot long line of cold emanates from me. But it doesn't say like that cold itself would cause any damage to anything around it. And I'm asking if it would.
No,
Or if this
no.
freezing-
It tells you the conditions that you have there.
Okay.
All water in the path is frozen. Any creature in water within that path has to roll a save or be restrained in ice.
Cool. I can't do anything except hit it with my axe, so that's what I'm going to go do. I'll leave my little fucking battlement since it's useless. And I'm just going to run up to it and probably die. But let's do it. Does a 19 hit this giant evil dog?
It does.
Cool. And then I'm going to hit it again. Uh,
14 does
does a
not hit.
14 hit?
No,
Okay,
it does
cool. I don't think. Sorry, I'm gonna just look at the wording of one of my grand charms. I have a grand charm of luck. You can add a D10 to any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Can I use that like now as basically a reaction to what I just did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll use that and hit him again. Or I'll just add the D10. Which is this guy here. 14 and 7. 21.
21 hits.
So very worth it. That's all I can do.
Hold on, this feels
Sacrifice myself.
This feels appropriate. There we go. Tyler or Trevor?
All right, that's me.
Did he just prepare the radiant spell again, and we'll drive by him again?
Sure. He also has creator destroy water, and I really just want to, like, I can't like put this, just like put water on it, just be like, no. But I don't know if that will actually do anything. That's just me being.
You want to squirt the dog with water?
He's fire based.
He's fire based.
Pokemon logic says water attacks should help.
Bad dog.
I feel like it's not even a water attack. It's just create water. Like you just basically make it rain.
Bad dog. Get off the couch. Bad dog.
I mean, I was just looking through the same line of thinking. I was like, I am water based. I've got to have something that can help against this fire dog.
But if we think that this fire dog is just like, he's just the same, only like radiant damage affects him, then I think just do Word of Radiance. Ready in action, Nerissa, do a drive-by.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's what he'll do.
Riding so dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Tyler or Trevor is doing?
Yeah.
At the end of their turn, the Shadow Stalker Cerberus is going to use a legendary action to lash out at Fletcher Huck. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
The fuck is a legendary action?
Oh, this thing is a boss monster, honey.
Oh shit, I didn't realize I was unmuted. I'm sorry.
That's a 2. Tell me how he kills me.
You take...
I was about to say, you get swallowed.
Mm-hmm.
You take 10 fire damage. And, like, you are engulfed in this black flame, and are on fire until you are extinguished or, like, roll to, like, put yourself out, which will do 1d6 at the start of your next turn. Every turn until it's extinguished. I don't know if I have an on fire icon here. We'll call it this one. Oh, no. That's paralyzed. That does a thing. Do we have one that doesn't do a thing? You're dehydrated.
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
guiding bolt. I mean, I'm biased because I'm gonna die because it's just gonna keep killing me. So I want Jeremiah to expend his last first level spell slot to do guiding bolt on this guy. But what do you guys think? You seem to have a little bit more strategy, and I'm a little bit more of a chaos gremlin. So
I'd say try it.
cool.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's gonna fire
Yeah.
that at the dude that's trying to kill me.
Did I get pushed away?
I don't know what happened there. Move yourself back to where you were. I can't remember. I know you were closer. You weren't that far out.
Yeah, I thought I was like right maybe there, roughly.
Yeah, I was hiding in that one there.
And the guy was like right there, something like that.
Yeah, he was in the corner.
Okay. I was like, how did I was, no. Anyway, okay, sorry.
Fucking hell.
That is a miss.
Yup. So great. Cool. That's his turn. I don't think he can do anything else. I don't think he's got any bonus actions.
Pat's turn.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at his character sheet.
Ketterman Barley.
Right by
Are we
where
gonna do the same
radiance-
double drive-by again, where we have him ready the action too? Or
so.
is there like a
Just,
different
like,
action that would be better to use of his?
well, if you're gonna drive by him, I'm currently on fire. So I don't know if
Yeah, I
someone
was
if
thinking
there's,
we
like,
could splash some of the
just
water from my
splash
tank
water
on
from
you.
your
Like,
tank.
that's
I
what
don't
I
know
was
if you can
thinking.
ready
Like,
an action with like a bucket.
yeah, like I was gonna try to like swoosh by you in a way that splashes some tank water on you, quite frankly.
Great.
I was gonna see if I could get away with that.
Spramp some water
He's
on
giving a I'm done with this shit look.
it.
Okay.
Maybe guiding bolt wouldn't be a bad idea. We got the spell slots. Like we'll
Yeah, I can
do
start to
like
burn
do
stuff.
Guiding bolt he can do from back here, right?
yeah.
What if he hopped out of my tank, did guiding bolt, and then when I zoop by with Tyler, Trevor, Finn, what's his face, I scoop you up and then you're in the water. We don't have to just try to like splash a little bit of water on you. You're just in the water.
Yes, please get me away from the dog.
And then we zoop you away.
Usually zoop.
Is I've said zoop so many times in this. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna zoop away.
Sometimes Zoop happens.
Yeah. Does that sound like an okay plan? Would Fletcher getting like put into my tank undo the fire? Undo the fire, put out the fire?
Yeah, I don't see why that wouldn't work.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just basic science. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's have Ketterman hop out and do what was it? Guiding bolt, we said?
Yeah, and do we want him to move into the little safe zone after, like, if he's jumping out of your tank?
Yeah, that's a smart idea. If anybody else wants to move him, that would be wonderful because
I'll
my
move him.
mouse pad is being a jerk. But I can do the guiding
Okay,
bolt. I've got it here.
I'm gonna put him over. Put him over here. Oh, too far, sir. Over there.
Oh, he running.
Who keeps moving? Great. Oh, and then you want me to do the guiding bolt, or did you do that?
I just clicked it. I don't know if it's in the... Yeah, it's in the chat there, so I'll just click attack.
That's Amish.
Ooh. It's what?
It's Amish.
Oh. Nerissa is gonna look at him and be like, yo, do it again. You got it this time. And I'm using my inspiration. Come on, Ketterman. That's worse.
It's not great. Anything else
that
from
all he can
Ketterman
say?
Barley?
Oh, is his
What?
spiritual weapon still?
Yeah, it's still going.
I
Yeah, we can move
20
it up
feet?
to 20 feet.
No, not him.
The
yeah.
weapon, so we
Yeah,
can
we
move
can-
it so it can hit the.
It can just you
Dog.
just put
Yeah.
it right next to Fletcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that and then attack with it. How do we do that?
You have to. I'll do it.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, my mouse is giving me a hard time right now. I'm being like really janky.
No worries. Use the spell slot. Spell. Cat.
Oh, that's a hit.
Kill him.
Oh yeah. Jay, I should have had you roll for the guiding bolt.
It's all right. 13. And then I think that's probably his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon kind of cuts into its leg a little bit.
It's just me and this spiritual weapon to just attacking this giant dog.
And you're on fire.
Giant
It's
three-headed
the burning
dog.
the singes of my mustache.
All right, so I'm just going to execute the plan we talked about. So me and Tyler Trevor Flynn are going to zoop down so that he can cast the, what's it called?
Word of Radiance.
Yeah. So let's execute that. He's here. What do I have to click on to open that? Oh.
Constitution saving throw. Makes the save.
Fuck.
You don't even need to pick me up. I'm just gonna jump. I'm gonna scramble into this tank so fast.
Yeah. And then when you're in the tank, we will... Which way should we go? Just straight up or off to the side?
Yeah, I mean,
Where do you want to
probably
end up?
stay with within Rosalia. I mean,
I mean, I
should
have
still be
so much
around.
more movement than that if needed, but
Yeah, I mean, we can go behind this statue if you want.
is that where you would like to be?
Yes, I want to be away from this dog.
All right, we will zoom back to behind the statue a little bit.
And then we'll keep Tyler safe.
Mm-hmm. And then I still have an action. Because that was literally just all my movement, right? Do.
What you doing, Nerissa?
I'm currently reading the description for one of my spells.
Look at Nerissa's piss water.
What?
Joda's being creepy in chat.
I mean, I literally am currently looking at Tasha's caustic brew right now.
So does damage like holy
Wow.
water?
Well, I was thinking like it's a liquid, so maybe that would be stronger against a fire-based opponent. But like, is it a flammable liquid? Is a good question to wonder. Is the acid? It says a stream of acid emanates from you in a 30 feet long and 5 feet wide line in a direction you choose. And he would have to save on a dexterity saving throw. I don't know what this guy's dexterity is, but like he was 3 dogs that couldn't get through a door properly. So I'm hoping his dexterity isn't that great. um but I don't know, because the damage is also only 2d4 acid damage at the start of its turn, so that wouldn't be like a lot. But I could do my magic missile again, and that would be the 3d4 plus 3, right? Math is hard and it's been a long day. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna do my magic missile again.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Fucking do it.
Fucking doing it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do
Do it. Do it.
Does he need to roll a thing?
No, you just need to roll some damage.
Damage.
Magic missile is one of the only existing things that just does damage.
Oh, I only rolled it the once. Oops.
The once.
So that's the one dart. Then I'm gonna pause for dramatic effect, and then
The once. I rolled it as the once.
Roll it again.
I'm working on it. There we go.
Just me.
So I shoot one off, and then pause for dramatic effect, and then double tap and fire twice.
They hit him, but like they almost like absorb into his skin, not in a way that it's healing him. Like he is taking damage. It's just like tiny bits of damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Doing anything else?
Is there currently water in the well behind us?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything like action or turn wise, but can I just scan the area to see if there is anything around that we can use to get the water out of the well and onto the dog?
A bucket
Like there is a bucket handy
hanging and attached to a rope
in the in the well,
in the
just the
well.
the
Yeah.
bucket. How big is the bucket?
It's a bucket like a like that like a little mini
Like a
keg.
little pail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough for a
Okay.
thirsty person to get water. The intention of a well.
And I don't see anything else bigger that would be able to hold more water around in the area. No? Okay. Okay. That is my turn for now.
Goblin expert.
Alright. Goblin expert's gonna run up into this guy's cheese. He's gonna do the multi-attack, but he's gonna do 2 with the blade and 1 shield bash.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. $21 damage for the first attack.
That's a hit.
Don't you double the dice for the crit?
Yeah, it's already.
Or-
It was.
Oh.
It was done in the attack.
Okay, sorry, just checking.
And another 12 damage. And then I'm gonna shield bash it.
$22's a hit.
Awesome. And then I want to try to push it 10 feet forward. So,
Makes the strength save.
shit. Alright. My plan, that ruined a bit of my plan, but,
It was still such a good turn.
yeah. Yeah, I fucked it up pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna end my turn there then.
Lyric.
Lyric is going to kind of center herself above the statue and make sure she's got an unimpeded line of sight on the Cerberus and unleash the radiant beam. So, DC 16 Constitution save,
Oh yeah, sorry.
and I will go ahead and roll. Wow, with that 2 max, 2 almost low. look at him
Makes
making
the save.
Mhm.
So the damage just stays.
So it's half.
Yeah. Well, it's not half. I guess it would be normal because it would normally be doubled.
So he takes the damage just like they normally do with the radiant damage.
Yeah.
It's a weakness. Okay. Okay. That will be all I will have her do. So I will pass it to Niles Nilbog.
Niles Nilbog.
Niles is going to start running for the hills because he has no attacks that work against this thing.
Hear me out.
He's just,
He has mage
wait.
hand. He has
Oh my God,
mage
get the
hand. What
water.
if he mage hands the bucket?
Oh god.
Get the water.
Yeah. Let's mage hand buckets of water onto this dog.
I think it's a great idea.
But other than that, everything he has is fire based. So
Yeah.
for the most part.
Would you let us mage hand buckets of water on the dog?
Yeah. Whether it
Yeah.
does.
I just want to see if it does anything. Like,
All right.
Niles
Mage hand.
It's out of the regular distance of a mage hand, but Niles mage hands this water miraculously over to this dog, pours it on the dog, and the dog just looks more angry.
right.
The water just kind of
All right.
sizzles as it burnt off of his burning skin. Is like, now he's pissed.
It's steam.
Yeah.
Okay, now he can
All right.
run for the hills.
Run.
Yeah. Niles just starts running. What's his movement speed? 30 feet. Well,
Off to the
he took
bunker.
an action. He took an action, so he can only
He
go
can't
30
even
feet.
dash. Poor guy.
I'm gonna need Niles Nilbog to make an athletics or acrobatics roll, as he is leaping off of this fucking well roof.
It doesn't show up for me under his abilities.
What?
Here.
An athletics check.
Yeah.
Click where it says show not proficient.
Oh no,
Oh,
he's
there we
gonna
go.
fall on his
Okay.
face. Hey, man.
Niles Nilbog does like a fucking tuck and roll and like rolls next to fucking Orla. Stands up like, I can't believe that worked. Obme fucking runs over and grabs fucking Goblin Expert by the fucking collar and pulls him back. It's like, are you fucking stupid?
Hey, I'm half that guy's size, and I went up to it.
Get back here, that's not a goblin. Rosalia.
Are we waiting for a sign from the Almighty?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I'm thinking a guiding bolt. Something that's not. Is that fire based or that's just radiant, right?
It's radiant, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so something that's like just the.
And I would move up, put her in Put her close enough to.
Have the
Just-
green area on
yeah.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just close enough. I mean, all it takes is one step forward.
Is it only one? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It just needs to be one. And then you want to
That
guide
counts as. All right, cool.
It's just a move.
Guiding bolt.
Or
What are you thinking?
what's the range on that? Feet. Or you could move up and prayer of healing to heal Fletcher, herself, Goblin, Obme, Ketamine Barley, and I mean she could hit me. I'm only 1 HP down. I don't know if are you full health? You're full health.
Yeah, I'm full health.
So she can hit everybody in range that
Yes.
doesn't have that is missing any hit points at all, and try to top them up a little bit. Or she can attack. That's two choices. There's two choices there. She can attack or she can heal. And I mean, she's moving into range, so her guardians will cause damage in the next turn. If it fails the save, it'll take some damage. But I think is it all or nothing, or is it all or half? Can't remember. You can group vote it if you want to.
It's probably not a bad idea to do some healing.
It's all or half. So
Yeah,
I'm just thinking she's got prayer of healing, which is what we had what's his name do earlier in the combat.
Yeah,
Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, that was really helpful and got us through a lot. Yeah, I can do that. Let's do the prayer of healing. So, sorry, where did she need to move to for that?
She's fine. She's fine where she is.
She's fine where she is. Okay.
Yep. Everybody that needs health that's in range is in range. So it's just basically all 6 of the people it's within 30 feet. So all 6 of the people that can take any healing at all, she can get. Herself, Goblin, Obme, Barley. She can give me 1 hit point, and Fletcher could use some hit points too. So you just need to cast it and roll the.
Should I also cast guiding? I clicked on guiding bolt earlier. I should click refund resource for that, right? Because I'm not doing the guiding bolt.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go.
So 2d8 plus her. Does it give you the option? Oh yeah, it gives you the option to roll. Okay.
Yeah.
So
everybody heals.
Yeah, my mouse
that's
is just
easy.
being slow and laggy right now.
That's fine. All right, so that tops her up. 11 puts her at max.
Nice.
Obme as well. I'll give him his.
Got the
We need to
goblin
do Goblin Expert.
Oh, I got him.
Did you? Okay.
Rose, is she doing anything else?
No, I don't. Nah.
Does she have any bonus actions?
I
She
think
also has a spiritual weapon we could cast.
Well, she's already concentrating on the one spell, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we want her to concentrate on. So
That
I'd
makes sense.
say she's good. I don't.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else I'd want her to do. So.
All right. Wetland return.
Jesus.
Excuse me. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna do chromatic orb. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna choose lightning damage. I think I'm gonna upcast it.
That is a miss.
All right. That's all I can do. So I'm gonna end my turn there, I guess. That's unfortunate.
Orla.
Isn't she? Oh, she's with over there with Niles.
Over there, yeah, over here with Niles. Niles is in the
Go!
bog.
Go! Lean Shadow Stalker Cerberus. Is he really lean? I guess if he merged from 3 other dogs, he probably is lean right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hungry. Hims wants food.
Orla's going to fucking pick up fucking Niles under her arm and start running.
Takes Niles with her.
Yeah. Brunk.
Well, I've got an idea. Let's see what happens. Okay. This is going to be really epic, or it's going to... Well, no, it could be really epic. Because,
Okay.
I can do things.
I like when you do things.
I'll just put it right there. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I've got a... I used that before. But I can use that. Let's see what happens. Okay. Sorry, I was planning my planner. Sometimes you got to plan your route. Sometimes there's a really big fat guy standing in the way. Sorry, that's a George Carlin joke. All right. I'm going to attack. Attack number 1. Ooh.
That's a hit.
Oh. Is it now?
Yeah, just hits.
Okay. Oh. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Yes. Okay. As a bonus action, okay. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to burn a 2nd level spell slot to add 2d8 to the damage roll, radiant damage, smite. No, it's 3d8, isn't it? 3d8 because I'm using a 2nd level spot. Right?
Yeah.
3d8. Okay. Sorry, math. Okay. First attack roll. And
Oh,
as a bonus action, I'm using my channel divinity
yeah.
to give inspiring smite, to give myself temporary hit points. 2d8. Let me just get that in there. There's a reason I'm doing this. All right, so 12. Okay, 12 temp hit points. Now, attack number 2. I'm assuming he's still up. Oh, yes, he's still up.
Just barely.
Just barely?
Yeah, but 2 of the heads are like kind of like collapsed and like looking at you, and the third one is like about to like go and snap at you.
Well, based on his health bar, I don't know if I need to do this, but I'm going to fucking do it anyway because this is what I planned on doing.
Yes.
So,
Kill him.
I am going to attack again. Roll the attack roll. That's a hit.
Yep.
I'm going to use Martyrdom on the blade. Because, you know,
So
Brunk may not be
5d10?
as... And I take the damage too. But that's part of the reason why I went ahead and did the bonus action Inspiring Smite and gave myself the 10 hit points.
Yeah.
That way, hopefully I survive. Right?
Yep.
So, I couldn't help myself. That's like, this was the plan, and it was a good plan. I rolled a lot of damage on those D10s. Holy crap.
Roll a Constitution saving throw. Your DC is 5.
Oh, there we go. Hey!
You bring your questing blade up and bring it down for another strike on this thing to just cut through its center head.
I yell, "Cord!" as I swing into him.
As you yell cord, you go to swing the sword and you feel like you guys watch as almost it looks like a spiritual radiant weight drops on top of Brunk. Like it looks like it drops on top of Brunk, but it like drops on top of Brunk in a way where it like taps the sword and like gives him the extra swing, and you see as like just this like blade of light cuts through the Cerberus and like fucking rides all the way to the doorway, leaving this slash mark in the ground as the fucking Shadow Stalker Cerberus explodes. When it does,
Made 10 bucket of water on top of it as it does.
something drops from it.
29. 29 damage.
Okay, if it's a crown, nobody put it on.
No, it is still a thing that's shrouded or like emitting shadow, but it is a shield.
Oh.
36.
Does Jesus need to touch another cursed item?
Additionally, there's another one of those the slimes, like the ink blot slimes like Rosalia has, that kind of rests there for a moment before Rosalia's slime comes out and kind of oozes over to it and melds with it. And as it does, it changes and grows, and its form shapes into what looks like a puppy. Where is it? One of these guys.
I love him.
Rosalia is gonna look so badass with that by her side.
As Pest absorbs and evolves with the second splodge of darkness from a boss monster. The shield drops, it emanates this like dark shadow, but emanates this dark shadow, and you can feel kind of like it's a scary feeling coming off of this shield. But things kind of settled. No more shadow monsters come through the door. It almost seems like the shadows kind of creep back, and you can almost even see a little bit of sunlight touching the doorway. And I feel like that as like you guys, somebody can attempt to pick up the shield, and we can talk about the results of that. But I think that's where we're going to end session for tonight. But before we end like the stream, ending with also letting you know that in beating that combat, you level up to level 6.
Dope.
But yeah, so for everybody who tuned in, thank you so much. We love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power the players. We're out for now. We'll see you next week.